11 minutes? Okay, we'll
Yeah.
make this happen. That's
Or
the
should
way we work.
we pick, or fuck it. Let's give it a whirl.
All right, we're broadcasting as we speak.
Oh wow. The live sign is on. Let's go.
It's beautiful. So, all right, so this is going to be our first video. Adam Ali, I feel like we need to introduce ourselves.
Yeah.
Adam Ali and I, my name's Adam Tank, double Adam. We call the show Up and Adam. We'll explain that
Woo.
a little bit later. But the two of us met, it was probably what, 4 years ago? 3 years ago now? I think
3 years
it's
ago, yeah. At least four.
4.
Yeah, because I've been in the city for 2.5 now, so it must have been, yeah,
Yeah, we met my first year. Wow, it's been 4 years. Okay,
three,
pretty wild.
4.
So, so Adam and I met when we were both in school at the University of Arizona. I was getting my MBA. He was getting his undergrad, and we were both in the newly created sales club, of which Adam Ali was president, which is pretty wild. So we both live in San Francisco. We're both having a great time, and we decided that our New Year's resolution, and Adam, feel free to chime in or whatever you want to, but our New Year's resolution this year was to record ourselves once a week, having conversations about life and whatever else comes to mind. Because when Adam and I get together, we seem to have this brain trust, if you will. We always talk about books we're reading, interesting gadgets and stuff to buy that help with productivity, places we're going to travel. We talk about photography. We talk about women, life, whatever, you name it. And we thought it'd be cool to see what we could do recording something.
Yeah, no, I think that's a really good background. I think from my perspective, you know, coming back to the sales club, you were a graduate advisor to me, kind of helping me with the group. And then we've kind of developed this like mentorship, friendship, kind of just gains on like just kind of like, pushing each other to the next level. And I know that we had a lot of conversations last year, and it was every time like, we need to record this, we need to record this. So it came time for the new year, and we're like, all right, this is done. It's something we're going to do, start recording, start just tracking it. And whether it goes anywhere or not, it's going to be something that is going to be valuable for us to have and to look back on and to track the progress, because 2017 is about to be bigly.
Bigly. Yeah, it's gonna be sweet. I think it's gonna be really cool to have you can call it like a video diary of sorts, I guess,
Yeah.
over time. We can go back and look at, but it'll be interesting. So,
Yeah.
speaking of this, given this is our first one, and the fact that we're talking about New Year's resolutions, we both know we have some big resolutions for the year. Obviously, I'm in nasty workout clothes for a reason. You're looking good, cutting deals for work, being big at SAP, which is
In
awesome.
the high
Um,
school.
but I wanted to talk to you about your New Year's resolutions. So it's now what, January 4th, so 4 days after the new year, and I'm curious to know what's on your mind, what's top of mind right now, what's good
You
in
know,
Adam's world.
yeah, it's interesting for me because I didn't have like a big resolution where I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go after this thing, or I'm gonna set these guidelines for myself. Like it wasn't really that. It's just more of like a philosophy and like the overall things that I want to achieve. I think one of the biggest things for me is when I was gelling last year, because I was experimenting a lot last year. It was, all right, I'm going to wake up early. I'm going to do the cold immersion stuff. I want to do this technique. I want to do this diet. I want to try all these different things. And I think the biggest thing that worked for me is what I want to replicate this year, which kind of goes back to something that we talked about that you were trying, which is the waking up early. And then I think the big thing, and so many people talk about this, Jocko, Wim Hof, all these guys talk about this thing. And what I've noticed is even if I wake up early and I have no plan, I will find things to do and they'll set me up for the day. So for me, it's not like a structure of like, I want to do A, B, and C. It's more of just like, okay, I want to wake up early. I want to speak more. I want to write more. I want to eat better. I want to do better. And I think it all comes back to that waking up early. And for me, last year, what I found was if I woke up before 6, so like usually at 5 or sometimes 5:15, depending on like how much time I needed or what I needed to do, it was usually getting my workout done, getting writing done, having a really good breakfast, good meditation, watching the sunrise, good for photography and stuff like that. So I think that's been the big thing that I'm trying to focus on is, and And the big thing with the waking up early that I've realized is you can't do it 5 days a week. It needs to be 7 days a week, at least for me.
Right.
Kind of like the gym for me too. Like if I miss 2 days at the gym, it's so easy to just be like, oh, 3, 4, 5, it just keeps going. But if I'm used to going every single day and it becomes something that's like, all right, I have to do it, regardless if I do it at 5 in the morning, if I do it at 11 at night, I'm going to get it done. Then you hold yourself to it and it's so easy to keep the momentum going. So that's kind of the big thing for me is like, okay, I want to wake up early and that's going to set my day up and going to plan my day and help me stay focused instead of being reactive of like, I wake up and then I'm like rushing out the door. I'm like grabbing this and doing that. It's like your day is so much more relaxed and you're so much more focused when it comes to being productive. Because I think, at least for me on the work hours, like 8 to 12 is golden hours.
Sure.
After that,
are you tracking the days that you wake up early? Are you putting them in any sort of calendar? Or?
No, but I should. Do you have any good like recommendations of things that I should do to like?
Dude, there's so many people that talk about finding basically just a monthly calendar that has boxes and making a physical check. Every time, because when you start seeing the X's pop up on the calendar,
it's easy to be like,
you don't want to stop. You want to see, the entire calendar turn red or black, or whatever color you're choosing, which I hear is really helpful. I haven't done that personally, but I've heard it's really helpful.
That makes sense. You know what we should do is we should get an UpandAdam photography calendar.
That would be really cool.
It's
not that hard to make.
Yeah, I mean, we have the pictures. All we have to do is just get it done. Like I could probably get it done today.
Right.
That's done. All right, I'm gonna add that to the list.
That'd be a good one, actually. That's really interesting. And it's funny you bring up like the fact when you wake up early, you feel like you mentioned not feeling like you're rushed.
Yeah.
So if someone listens to this later on, last December, November, December, I did a 6 a.m. wake up challenge. So for the entire month, I woke up at 6 a.m. regardless of what I'd done the night before. So sometimes it was pretty brutal. But the 6 a.m., that was the biggest benefit to me, was not like, granted, I did get more stuff done at early in the morning, but it wasn't that I was getting more stuff done. It was that I didn't feel rushed when I had to go to the thing that was planned later in the day. When I had to go to work, I felt more relaxed. I had time to read. I had time to catch up on social. I had time to literally just hang out and kind of veg out for a little bit. Like you mentioned, meditation. That's the kind of stuff you can do when you wake up early.
Yeah. And I think the big thing that I realized for me, because when if I don't wake up early, it's wake up, eat right away, go straight to work, shower, do all that stuff like pretty quick. Like I don't really spend much time. It's like, 20 minutes and I'm out the door, and then I get to work and I'm like diving right in, and then I get home, go straight to the gym. And then like the time that I do want to like veg out and like edit photos or like read or write in a journal, I'm like too tired and I'm like over it. And then when you do it in the morning, the big thing that I realized is you're so much more after it, that I would run, I'd work out, I'd meditate, I'd do all this stuff. And then I'm like, okay, like I'm going to be late for work. And I look at the time, I'm like, oh, I have 2 hours. Like I have like all this time. And then when you like are vegging out or watching Netflix or doing whatever at 5 in the morning or like 6 in the morning, whatever, it's like so much more relaxing and so much more like it's valuable. If you're reading at that time, it's more valuable than if you're doing it when you're like dead tired. So that's a big thing. And I remember almost every single day I was shocked with how much time I had.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's insane.
That's why our man Jocko always posts his watch on Twitter.
Does he?
Get up and grind, or whatever he says. Good, get after it.
Dude, that's like The Rock too. That guy's like 4 in the morning. He's like sweating bullets on the treadmill. It's insane. The
Rock is, we have got to get him interviewed on the show. Whatever. He's the guy.
He is insane. That guy is nuts.
We can make that happen. All right. Well, I know we're coming up on time because you got a call, but I feel like this is a pretty good start for the first one.
This is amazing.
And I'll be curious to see what it looks like after the fact. I'll definitely share with you and see what it looks like.
Yeah. First idea, photography calendar, marking the days, productive, already a money idea.
Okay. That's what I like to hear.
I got what's coming your way.
Beautiful. Okay. Go kill your call, man. Good luck.
All right. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Talk to you soon.